Hi class! So, before I reveal my topic, I wanted to guess to you, what is this? Yes class, guess anything? Yes, it's a word. Then, I wanna guess to you the second one is... Yes, it's formatting. If we put together the second and the first is... What is it? Hi, I'm Jorel Hadlokan, and I want to discuss to you the word formation. So the term the word formation is refers to the process of creating new words or form of existing words in a language. So it encompasses various mechanisms such as the variation, compounding, blending, and conversion. So it has the essentially it's about the words are putting together and to convey a new meanings or serve different linguistic purposes. So, the highlighting this idea is a good way of helping young children or an adult to understand the concept of the word formation. So after we define the word formation, so the word formation have three factors. We're using these three factors, which is the prefix, suffix, and the roots. So first, we need to define the prefix. So a prefix is defined a linguistic element that attach to the beginning of the word to modify or change it into a meaning. So it's a type of affix, which means it's added to the front of the word. Prefix can be alter the meaning of the root word or indicate the aspect like negation, time, location, quantity, or the manner.
Prefixes. Prefixes are added to the beginning of a base word. For example, the word repaint. Paint is the base word. Re in the beginning is the prefix. Prefixes change the meaning of the word that it's added to. For example, when I add re to a word, it means to do again. Like when I say repaint, or reread, or rewrite, reheat. All these words means to do again. So paint again, read again, write again, or heat it again. When I add the prefix un to a word, it means not. Like if I say unhappy, that means not happy. Unfair means it is not fair. Unlock means don't lock it. When I add the prefix pre to a word, it means before. For example, when I say preview, it means to view it before, or to see it or look at it before. When I say pre-cook, it means to cook it beforehand. When I add the prefix miss to a word, it means wrong. So the word misspell means that it was spelled wrong or incorrectly. The word misunderstood means that they were understood the wrong way. When I add the prefix dis to a word, it means opposite of. For example, if I say dislike, that is the opposite of the word like. If I say disagree, that is the opposite of the word agree, which means they don't agree. Now you know how important prefixes are and how they can change the meaning of the entire word. If you liked watching this video and all my other videos, please subscribe and give it a big thumbs up below. Thanks for watching!
And now, we will define the suffix after the prefix. So, a suffix is a linguistic element attached to the end of a word to modify its meaning or indicate grammatically properties such as the tense, numbers, case, or part of the speech. Just like a prefix is what's an alternate of prefix. So, like prefix and suffix are the type of affix, but they are added to the end or the word rather than the beginning. So, suffix can be changed a word grammatically category, like turning a verb into a noun, or add no sense to its meaning, forming adjectives to describe qualities.
Suffixes. Suffixes are added to the end of a base word. Let's take a look at the word sleepy. We know that sleep is the base word. That means the Y after sleep is a suffix. So, just like prefixes, suffixes also change the meaning of the word. Let's take a look at a few examples of how a suffix can change the meaning of a word. When I add the suffix y to the end of a word, it means full of. So if I say he is sleepy, that means he is full of sleep. Or if I say the sky is cloudy, that means the sky is full of clouds. When I add the suffix ly to the end of a word, it means to do in a certain way. For example, when I say the man is walking slowly, I mean to say he is walking in a slow way. If I say this decision was made fairly, that means that decision was done in a fair way. When I add the suffix full to a word, it means full of. For example, when I say beautiful, it means full of beauty, or colorful, which means full of color. When I add the suffix less to the end of a word, it means without. Like when I say fearless, which means without fear. When I add the suffix er to the end of a word, it could mean two things. It could mean more, or it could mean someone who. For example, in the word smaller, the suffix er here is used to show that one item or one animal is smaller than the other one. However, when I say the word singer, the suffix er here is used to show someone who sings. Finally, when I add the suffix est to a word, it means most. For example, if I want to say this man is the most strong out of his friends, I say strongest. Or if I want to say he's the most tall out of his friends, I say tallest.
And now we will define the root. So the root is it's a core element of the world that carries its means lexical meaning. It is a part of the word that cannot be further divided into smaller, meaningful parts without losing its essential meaning. So root is often derived from the language like Latin, Greek, or Sanskrit, and serve as a foundation upon which words are built. So this they can be stand alone and independent words or in combined with a prefix, suffix to create new words or inflected norms or forms. Now, we will give the example of prefix. We will all know that a prefix, we add the first in the beginning of the word. So, first is, what is this? Unhappy. So that is our first example. Unhappy. The prefix is un. Change the meaning of happy to indicate the opposite. And the two, our example is, yes, it's preheat. The prefix pre means before. So, preheat means to heat something before using it. And now, for our third example is dislike. So, the prefix is dis means not or opposite of like. So, dislike means not to like or something. And our fourth example is submarine. So the prefix is subs means under, so the submarine refers to something that operates under the sea. Now, we are here in an example of suffix. Now, we all know that the suffix is what the opposite of prefix. Now, we have the first example. It was, yes, it's quickly. So the meaning is quickly is when you are running late for a meeting, you might need to move quickly to get there on time. So the suffix there is li. Now, the second example is, what is this, class? Yes, it's happiness. So the meaning of happiness is after receiving good news or a feeling of happiness can fill your heart. So the suffix there is, what is it? It's ness. Yes. Now, the third example is we have is, yes, a teacher. A teacher is In a classroom, the teacher is a person who imparts in knowledge and leads the learning process. So the suffix there is cher. Now, we have in a for example. What is this, class? Yes, it's comfortable. So what we say comfortable is when you are longing at home, you might prefer to wear something comfortable like pajamas or sweatpants. The suffix there is able. So what we combine it together is comfortable. Now, we are here the example of roots. We all know that roots is the combination of prefix and suffix. Like for example, the word happiness. Happy is the root, conveying the concept of joy or contentment. Roots provide the basic semantic content that allows words to convey specific meanings within a language. So, here are the second example is playing. So, the prefix there is play and the suffix there is yang. What we say, playing. So, the meaning of playing is children engage in imaginative playing with toys, fostering creativity and social skills. Now, we will the end of our discussion, so I will record it. Word formation. It has three factors, which is the prefix, suffix, and the roots. So, I want to test your knowledge about the word formation, about the three factors. Now, this is the word that I will represent to you, and who is the prefix on them? Well, so your answer is correct. Now, the second word that I represent to you, and who is the suffix in there? Yes, your answer is correct. And now, we will be giving, so that's all. I hope that you engage and learn about my content, and I hope that you will be use this to the nearest future.